In this video we're going to be taking a look at unlocking the Campaigns tab. So let's have a look at the Campaigns tab. Depending on which plan you upgrade to, you will unlock the activities, campaigns, products and reports. So let's have a look at the campaigns. This is a place where you're going to see all of your active, all of your draft and all of your closed campaigns. This is the basic campaign management screen where you can drill into the campaigns and see a couple of options associated with each campaign. So it's going to allow you to set up a new campaign. So let's go through the steps now and take a look at what that involves. So depending on whether or not you're upgrading to Manager Lite or Manager Pro, you'll be able to make either public, direct or both. So a public campaign is where you set up a campaign and influencers can apply to you, and a direct is where you search the influencers and directly contact them to invite them to the campaign. So let's take a look at the steps involved in setting up a public campaign. So by clicking on the public option, we're going to launch the setup new campaign screen. From here we will choose standard or charity. So let's go with the standard now and look at the steps associated with setting up a new campaign. So once you've chose the campaign options at the beginning, you're going to then be choosing the title of the campaign, choosing the country or multiple countries, choosing the content. So in this case we're using Instagram, so it's going to be a feed or a story. Enable the preview. This allows you to check the content before it goes live. In the brief, we're just simply going to tell the influencers what we want from them. We're going to introduce ourselves as a company, what we like in the content, a little bit about the products. If we're going to direct them to a URL, that goes in here. And if we need to upload images for them to share or inspiration for them, we can do that here. Wording of the post, so you can be strict or allow them to do it in their own tone of voice. Upload a cover image, so this is what they see on the app side of the platform. And the next step is simply to choose the timing. So this is the application period from and to, and the posting period. In the next screen you're going to see the influencers. So this is where you're going to set the definition of who you want to apply. So this is where you set the minimum follower range, and this is where you can set the maximum follower range. So they have to meet this criteria before they can apply for the campaign. You can also choose the age and up to 3 categories, and of course if you want male or female or both, and you can also set the credibility minimum here. Next screen is going to be the payment options. So you can price per follower range, so simply put your whole budget in here, and you can choose the follower range pricing here. So you can use the suggested if you like. We can very quickly fill the prices with suggested using this button here, or you can of course go in and edit each price. Next option is PPC, so you just put the total amount you would like to pay per click. You put the limit per post and a waiting time, and this allows you to price per click on the link that we mentioned in the brief. Final screen is overview. This is just where you can check everything is okay with the campaign before you go live. And hitting finish will allow the campaign to go live, and if the influencers fit the criteria, they will then see the campaign on their screen and they can then apply to you and you can start the dialogue with them. So the other campaign type here to mention would be the direct. So very similar steps, but instead of choosing a criteria and allowing them to apply for you, you will then in this case be going to the discover screen, and this will allow you to choose your own influencers, and this will allow you to contact the influencers that you've chosen after you've used the filters and after you narrowed down who you want to work with using your hashtags. It will then allow you to basically apply to those people directly and invite them to the campaign.